Okay? Now, when we draw a line segment, then all of you listen to me carefully. When we draw a line segment, let's say I want a line segment of 5 cm. Let's say, okay? Now, can everybody look here? This is a ruler. Alright? What happens is that you need to draw a straight line like that. Can see? Can see or not?
Yes.
Then you draw from this one, 0. Then if it's 5 cm, you draw like that. Can see? You must draw a mark here and a mark here. Then this is your line segment AD 5 cm. Are you clear? Okay, don't just draw a line like that and tell me 5 cm. I will tell you why. Because when you draw an angle or something, there will be trouble. You don't know where's the center. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Okay, now, then I need to show you one more thing. If I have a line, and I have a point here, I want to draw 90 degrees. Okay, 90 degrees to this point. Now, do you know that this is called a set square? Okay, now, what is so important about set square? Set square means this angle here is already what? 90. So if you put it there, and you draw a line, this will automatically be 90. Now if you don't want, you can also use what? To draw 90. Protractor. Okay? Protractor is this one. So you put down there, you can also measure 90. Can you see it now? Okay? But this is not the important one that I want to show you. Now I want to show you something that all of you look up. This one is very, very important. Now if I have a line that is here, can you see this line? Let's say I call this line AB. I want to draw a line that is parallel to AB. How do I draw it? That's important. You don't measure. Okay, now can you see I put my ruler this way? Later on you will practice in question 12. You don't have to worry. Okay? Now what you need to do is that, can you see I put my set square like that? Can you see it now?
Yes.
I'm talking to you. Can you see I put my ruler here and I put my set square along the line? Okay? Now if I slide up, right, or I slide down, it will be aligned parallel, right?
Yes.
Can you see what I'm saying? Yeah? So this one, don't worry, I will practice in question 12. What I say. So all of you look up, I put it this way, can you see? Alright? Then I slide up. Okay, I slide up. Then this will be a line that is parallel to AB. Can you see? Okay, I will teach you when I go to question 12. Are we clear? Okay, now what are the instruments that you need to have for your construction? First one is your ruler, definitely. Okay, ruler. Okay, next will be your protractor, your set square, and the next one that is very important is this one. What is this? What is this? Compass. Okay, the compasses. Okay. Now, I'm going to go through the example one by one. You don't have to copy. Okay, you just sit down there and listen first. Until I reach the exercise part, we'll do it together. Understand? Because you cannot know how to construct, it's very bad. Okay? Now, let's all turn to example 7. Can we all turn to example 7? Okay? What is the requirement when you do scale drawing? Now, listen carefully. Sometimes after you do the scale drawing, right, I will say measure the length of PQ. That means you got to measure and write down the answer. Now, if my answer, right, my accurate answer is 3.5 cm, okay, we do allow a certain margin of mistake. Understand? If you have a 3.4 cm or a 3.6 cm, it's acceptable. That means plus minus 0.1. But if you have 3.3 or 3 or then 4 cm, then cannot. It's out of the range. You understand? It's plus minus 0.1. Everybody clear? Now, what about degrees? For example, I can ask you to measure angle PQR after construction. For example, my answer is 50 degrees. If you give me 49, 50 or 51 is still okay. Because we give a margin of mistake. Okay, but if it's bigger than that, we cannot accept it. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Because it's way, way beyond the answer already. Okay, but what must you take care of? Please listen. Construction is something you can score. Okay, it's not like algebra or some geometry that you're going to write a lot of reasons. Okay, it's just practically just drawing. Alright, now, first thing is that be as accurate as possible in each of the parts. If not later, how I mark construction is that I will plot my answer on a transparency. You know what's a transparency? Then I'll put on top. If yours doesn't match, that means yours is not accurate. Do you understand? Because I'll make sure mine is extremely accurate. Clear? Okay. Now, let's take a look at example 7. How to look at example 7? Now, I don't want people to talk for this one because it's very important. This one practically no homework. You must do it and come together with me. You don't have to thank me. You must thank the chapter itself. Because this one cannot be done like that. Okay, let's take a look at example 7. Can all of you look at example 7, page 116. Construct triangle XYZ such that XY is 9 cm, angle XYZ is 38, and angle YXZ is 67 degrees. Now, I don't need you to write down all the steps that's in the textbook. It's a waste of time. First of all, you just need to draw a sketch first. That means agak-agak first. Your sketch need not even be accurate. It's just an indication of where to start. Understand? Okay, look at the question. They say XY is 9 cm, right? Yes. Then angle XYZ is how many degrees? 38. And angle YXZ is 67 degrees, correct? Now, this is what you do. I'm going to show you on the board now. Everybody listen. Don't worry, later on we have got to plot or draw quite a lot of questions. So you just listen to me first. Will that be okay? Alright, because you need to master the whole technique first. Okay. Now, of course, some people might not be able to see this. I'm going to highlight. I draw first because I don't want to waste my time in class to draw it. So I'm going to ink it over. Okay? Now, everybody look at the board. Now, can you see for this one, I draw a sketch first, right? Yeah. I'll look at the board and stop talking. I will draw XY line first, right? Then I'll put a protractor here and measure up 38. Then I'll put a protractor here to measure up 67, and the two will meet right somewhere. Okay, so this is what I do. Everybody look at the board. I will draw a line like that. Can all of you see? Then I measure out this XY. Can you see I draw two lines? This will be what? 9 cm, and then I will write XY. And all of you see that? Okay, now, then I put my protractor. Can you see protractor? I put my protractor at Y. Now, that is why I say I need you to draw a mark there so that you can see that you put the center over there. Can you see it? Then I measure what? 37 degrees. Then, can you see 37 degrees? I draw a line. Can you see it? Sorry, not 37, 38, my mistake. What's the next angle? 67. So I put at here, right? Can you see? Can you see it? Yeah. Then I measure 67. Then I will join it with another line. So, can you see I have finished drawing already? Understand? Then you have to write down here 38 degrees and 67 degrees, and you have to write down Z. Now, you will ask me, Joe, must I erase away the extra only? Because it's where you intersect. Just like later when you have construction line, you don't erase. Because we give marks for the construction lines. You understand what I'm talking about? Yes or no? Is this first example clear? Okay, now, then you will say, if I draw this, and then I mark right here and here, right? Must I erase this also don't need? Because once you label X and Y, you will take that particular section. Everybody clear with what I'm saying? So, okay with this first example? Okay, okay, next. Can you turn to the next example? Example 8. Example 8 is actually quite straightforward. Let's take a look at example 8. Okay, good? Let's take a look at example 8. I told you already, before we plot or we draw, we must draw a sketch, right? To guide us. Okay, now, everybody look at this second example. Okay, I'm going to sketch it on the board. The question says, construct triangle PQR such that PQ is 10.5 cm. So I have a PQR. This is a 10.5 cm. Can you see? Then what else? PR is what? 8.5 and QR is 9.5. I write it there. Now, nobody is to tell me, I just agak-agak use my ruler, I can draw. You cannot draw it because 8.5 can be a lot of place. Understand? I teach you how to do it. All of you look at the board. I'm going to use a different color pen so that you can see it. Okay? Then all of you look at the board now. First, I draw a line. Like this. Can you see the red line? Then all of you see it. I make it a bit over, okay? Yeah. Then you measure here what? 10.5. So you mark out P and you mark out Q. So P, Q, this is 10.5 cm. Can you see it? Okay? Now you look, I want to draw PR. PR is how long? Can you tell me PR is how long? 8.5. Now, this is what you do. You put your compass here. You make your ruler. Make sure it's 8.5. Can you see? Can you see this is 8.5? Then you put at P. Can all of you look up? You put at P as the center. You draw one up. Understand? You draw one up. Understand? I'm talking to you. Okay. So I'm going to ink it up because if not you cannot see. I will draw this up using my compass. Can you see? Yeah. Okay. Now what is the length of QR? 9.5. So I adjust this to 9.5. Then where do I put the compass now? You tell me. At Q. Very good. You put at Q, then you draw another up. Can you see it? You draw another up. So these two up will intersect here, right? Can you see? Then what do I do? The intersection will be the correct point. Then you will have your triangle. This is 8.5 cm. This is a 9.5 cm. And this is your R. Okay? Now how come this work? This is a very common triangle. How come this work? Do you agree that if I use this as center and I use the compass 8.5, actually I can draw a circle, right? Everything will be 8.5, correct? Then if 9.5 I put here, I put 9.5. Then this will be a circle with 9.5 radius, right? So these two intersect, then it will be 8.5, 9.5. So this is how we do it. Everybody clear? Now can you see that there are two arcs here? Do I go and clean away the arcs? No. But you must label down. Everybody clear? The points and the legs. Everybody okay? This is the second example. Okay, now there are actually 5 examples. I'm going to show all 5. Then after that, we are going to plot some today and some tomorrow. Okay, and you try a 2 at home at most. Then we come together and do again. Okay, why? Because I find that if I leave you alone, right, most likely you draw rubbish. Okay, some of you write rubbish. Okay. Now, so are you okay with the 2 examples? Okay, next, can we go to example 9? Can we go to example 9? Example 9 is the one that has got actually 2 possible triangles. Okay? Can we look at the question? Okay, I anyhow draw a triangle first. Construct triangle ABC such that AB is 7.5 cm, BC is 5 cm, and angle BAC is 30 degrees. This is the rough triangle, right? Everybody okay? Alright, I'm going to show you the construction now. Okay, can I go and people talking and please listen to me? Okay, now first of all, I'm doing the same thing. I want everybody to look at the board. Because if way of drawing, sometimes it's not very informative. You must draw certain things first. Okay? Now, first, I draw a line. Then I measure 7.5 cm. A, B. So this is my A, B. 7.5 cm. Okay? Now, class. After this, right, I do not draw the 5 cm first. I draw which one first? 30 degrees first. Understand? So you must put your protractor where? At A or B? A. Then you measure out 30 degrees and then you draw a line this way. You see? So this is your 30 degrees. Now BC is 5 cm, right? You cannot say I have to use my ruler and measure 5 cm. You open up your compasses to what? 5 cm. Okay, I'm going to open my compass to 5 cm. Now this is something that is all of you must take note. Everybody must take note. All of them know. I put at B, right? Can you see it? I put at B. Now can you see it goes strike at one point and it goes strike at another point? Can you see what I'm talking about? Yes or no? That means all of you look up. This is a 5 cm. Look. This is a 5 cm. Can you see it? This is also a 5 cm. Now, can you see that actually there are two possible triangles? The first one is the small one, like that. Correct? What about the next one? It's a bigger one, right? Correct. So if there are two possible positions, you can call it C1, C2. Understand? Subscript. You don't put it like that. Why you don't put it like that? It becomes C1. Square. Cannot. You put subscript. Okay? Now, then the question asks, have you looked at question 9? What did they say? Measure the possible lengths of AC. Now, this is what I do. All of you look up. You measure this AC, how much? And you measure this AC, how much? Understand? Because there are two possible positions. So my first position here is 3.2 cm. And my next position is what? 9.6 cm. Is that clear? Yes or no? Okay. Now, does it mean that every triangle will have two possible positions? No. It depends on the dimensions given. Everybody okay? So these first three are on triangles. Are we okay? Next one, I'm going on to a parallelogram and a polynomial. Alright? Now, let's all of us look at the next question. Example 10. And all of you look at example 10. Now, am I too fast for these three? Yeah, okay, right? Later on, we are going to do. Okay, then I'm going to give you a few to go home and do it. Tomorrow we'll continue somewhere in classroom. Okay, I try to finish everything in the classroom. Okay? Now, let's look at example 10. Construct a parallelogram ABCD such that AB is 8.5, BC is 6.5, and then the ABC is 45. Now, before you draw the actual one, I say always to draw a sketch, right? Okay? Now, let us draw a sketch. A, B, C, D. Now, they say AB is 8.5 cm, BC is 6.5 cm, and this angle ABC is 45 degrees. Now, I'm not going to construct first. You tell me first. Which one you can draw first? AB, right? Then, which one next you draw? 45 degrees. Then you use your compass and mark out 6.5, right? Alright. Then how to get a dot point? You can measure what? 8.5 right from here, then you mark out again. I will teach you how to mark out the fourth point. There's no need to do parallel. Okay, I will show you now. Okay, now this one is important, so I want everybody to look at the block. I feel out that stupid triangle first, one first. Okay, all of you look at the block. Can you see, first of all, I draw a straight line like that. Can see now? Then I measure out what? What's AB? 8.5 cm. Okay? Then I put the protractor at B, right? Can you see I put here? Then I measure 45 degrees. Is this correct? If the question says 45 degrees, okay, 45 degrees, then I draw a line here, which means this guy is 45 degrees. Okay? Now then I teach you how to get the next point. Now, can you see they say measure 6.5? Correct now, class? All of you look at the box, please. I look at B, I mark 6.5, right? Correct now? Okay. So, I'm going to mark now, all of you look. 6.5. Correct? Now, don't dismantle this, not dismantle, don't shift this one first. You put here, you draw one up. This will also be 6.5, right? Can you see? So, can you see you get one up here that is also 6.5? Because from parallelogram, these two lines must be the same. Right? Now, what is this length? 8.5. Then you open your compass to 8.5. Then you put here, can you see the intersection here? Can you see the intersection here? From this point is 8.5. So I draw another arc. Can you see? Can you see? I draw another arc. I repeat. First I draw 8.5, right? Then I draw 45 degrees. Then I measure 6.5 and draw here. Correct? Then from here I also draw 6.5 because these two must be the same. Correct? Then this is 8.5, right? Then this line on top must also be 8.5. So I open to 8.5, I put at this point. Can you see it? Oh, look at this point. Then I draw 8.5. Can you see? Okay? So I will get another up here. Now, can you see I can join already? I can join here. Then I can join here. Can you see I will get my parallelogram? This is my C, this is my D. Right? Now, can you read the question? What did they want you to measure? Measure and write down the length of what? AC. So what you need to do is this. Put your ruler at AC and measure. Understand now? Measure, and my length is about 6 cm. Now, if it's 6 cm, you can give me 5.9 or 6.1. Cannot be bigger or smaller than that. Understand? Okay? Now, are we clear with this one? Parallelogram? Okay, last one I have. This one is the most difficult. Example 11. Can all of you look at example 11? Okay? After that, we'll start drawing already. Okay? Alright. Can all of you look at example 11? Okay? This one, I'm not interested in the drawing. I want to know the sequence of drawing. That's the thing. Okay? Now, can you look at the question? It says a fluid electron, and anyhow just sketch on the electron. And this is PQRS. I told you must go one round, right? Okay, PQ is 6.5 cm, QR is 4.8 cm, RS is 8.5 cm, and the PQR is 75 degrees, and then the QRS is 98 degrees. Then you're supposed to measure the length of PS and angle PSR. Okay? Now, I don't want people to draw. I want to look up. Can you tell me according to this diagram, right? What must I draw first? 6.5 first, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll look up. Then I must measure 7.5. 75 degrees. Then I mark out 4.8, right? Then I put the protractor here and find 98, right? Then I mark out what? 8.5, then I join the final side. You cannot say I don't want to join the final side. Leave it dangling like that. Then that's not a coordinate, understand? That's not rubbish. Understand? Okay, now I'm going to show you now. Can all of you look at this one? This one is very, very important because it may just come out in the exam. Okay? Now, what you want to look at the back? drawing here. Now first, you draw PQ 6.5 cm. Can see? Can see now? Then I put protractor here at Q. Measure how many degrees? 75. Very good. 75. I draw one line. So this will be my 75 degrees. Just now I told you already. What's my next step? Open to what? 4.8. Very good. So I open my compass to 4.8. It must be as accurate as possible. Look at Q. You draw one arc. Am I right? Okay. Now I'm going to highlight the arc so that everybody can see. You draw one arc. This one must be drawn with compass now. Okay. Now then you put here, right? And measure how many degrees? 98. Okay. So you measure 98, and then you get one line like that. You see? Then you open your compass to what? 8.5. Okay. All of you, you open to 8.5 and put here. Understand? Then you draw one arc. Can see it now? Okay. So you will get this arc. Okay. Now can you see I can join up already? This will be my 8.5 cm. This will be my 98 degrees. Are we clear? Okay, now then what's the next part? Measure what? Measure the length of what? PS. So you just measure what's PS. Understand? What do you mean by measure angle PSR? Measure which angle now? This one, right? Correct now? You measure this one and you'll find that it's actually around 56 degrees. Understand now? Now, if your construction is not accurate, you're never going to get an answer. Is that understood? And please, you must have your compasses and your protractor and everything. Alright? Now, I will do, yes. Why you cannot use ruler and mark, right? Because they say construct. Construction is actually, this first line also must construct one mark. We just tell you direct mark and we accept it. Okay? Because you know what, you cannot just measure. You must cross it to show that everything is a particular one. Okay? Alright, don't just measure and don't show the arc. Understand? It's necessary. Marks will be given. Okay? Alright, good. May I know what's the number on your content page now? Now it's what? 31. I cannot remember. Huh? 32. Okay, very good. Can you write down 32, today's day? Constructions. Okay. Take out a piece of foolscap paper. I will give you time to draw later. All of you take out one foolscap paper. Now, class, because I don't want your diagrams to clash together, can you have one diagram on one page? Like that, understand? So that it doesn't clash. Will that be okay? Alright, okay. Now, can all of you look at 3B? I'm going to do this one for you. Then after that, you're going to do it yourself. Okay? I'm talking to the class. Okay. Construct triangle XYZ. Okay, so I'm going to just draw a sketch. X, Y, Z. Before you start, you just draw a sketch first. It doesn't need to be accurate, just draw a sketch, okay? X, Y is 5 cm. Y, Z is 9 cm. And angle YXZ is 110 degrees. Now, I want all of you to look at my sketch. Do you agree that my sketch is actually wrong already?
Yes.
Right? Because 110 is not an acute angle. It got to be like that. So I told you already, a sketch need not be accurate. You must know where is it. Okay, now, then you tell me, what is step number 1? Draw 5 cm, right? Then 110 degrees first, then you cut the 9. Understand? Okay, I'm going to show you now. I already said don't do that. Listen to me. I will let you have 5 minutes after that to do. All of you, listen to me first. First, you draw a straight line. Can all of you see that? I'm talking to 101 analysis. Then you put here X and here Y. This is what? 5 cm must be accurate. Okay? Now then you put here and measure how many degrees? 110, right? Now if it's 110, it will be this line here. This will be 110 degrees. Are we clear? Now, what's the last step? Can someone tell me? Open your compass to what? 9 cm. Okay. After you open to 9 cm, can you tell me what that point what? Y. Very good. Then you draw an arc here. Can you see? You use the compass and then draw an arc here. Can you see it now? Okay. So you draw an arc here. Then you will join it up. This is your point Z, and this is your 9 cm. Are we clear? Now, read the question again. What else must you find? Measure and write down the length of what? X, Z. Okay, so you measure this X, Z. Now, mine is about 6 cm. You go and try and see if yours is 6 cm. Understand? Understand what I'm saying? Okay. Can all of you draw now? 3B. Construct now. I'm moving down. If you're not constructing, then something is wrong with you. I'll need to know how to construct. You must make sure all constructions must be done in pencil. Don't use pen. Make sure it's accurate. Yes, Hayden? construct